I want to talk a little bit about the mentoring sessions themselves.
Yep.
Can you give me a challenge that you've had and how did you overcome it?
Oh, there are many challenges in mentoring. One which exercises me quite a bit is the inherent limitation that comes about through a person's lack of self-awareness. Because sometimes people do withhold things that they know very well, but they're deliberately not telling you, but usually not. The challenging bit comes when a person just doesn't know what they don't know. And so it's really hard to get at the really important stuff if the person's not aware of it. So to overcome that challenge, one of the things I can do is to promote reflective practice. So a lot of us, we just charge ahead in life. We don't really think very deeply about what's going on. So I can give people exercises that slow them down and help them to think more deeply about what's really going on in their life and where God is at work. The second thing I can do is to get better at asking good questions in the session, questions that make a person stop and think, what is the answer to that? So that can be good. And then I can seek permission to get some other perspectives on what's happening in that person's life. So maybe from their wife, or if they've got a formal job appraisal they've done, they'll have had some feedback from their boss and their peers. So that sort of information can really help to get behind what the person doesn't know about themselves and enrich that.
What do you do if somebody doesn't want to talk and there's silence in the room?
Yeah, sure. And silence can arise from a lot of things, and sometimes silence is good. Sometimes it's awkward. I think the thing is to recognise that silence doesn't necessarily mean that the person is not engaged. They may be thinking. And it's really important as a mentor to allow people to think. If you're filling up the space with talk, either your talk or their talk, there may not be enough space for them to really get behind and go deeper into what's really going on. So it's important as a mentor to be comfortable with silence and to not always take that as the trigger to suddenly talk and fill up that space.
When you sit down for a mentoring session, what are you actually hoping to achieve?
I'm hoping to achieve something for the head and something for the heart. So in terms of for the head, I'm hoping that through the mentoring session, some sort of, like a penny will drop, there'll be an insight, they'll get some discernment about how God's working in their lives in a way that opens up to new possibilities for them. I hope that new imagination will come about, that hope will be sparked. But for the heart, I'm really hoping for a connection, because I think in the brotherly love that can be there in a mentoring session, that can really bring encouragement. But also for the heart, I'm looking for the encouragement that comes from confidence in God. That as a result of our conversation, where we deliberately bring God into the picture of what's happening in that person's life, that they can walk out of that session more ready to make a faithful response to God.